Soul Garden.
Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer, and I'm a soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your personal karmic story together. Now our heart, which is where it's all about, is now in Virgo. In fact, we're in Chapter 2 of Sun in Virgo. We'll move from taking action to step away from what we don't like in our life or reality, and by the end of the week, hopefully finding peace and harmony back with reality. Mostly this is a health or reality change, and no matter what, you can expect change to happen in your life this week. Now, emotions start off a bit turbulent in Cancer, but then move into I Love Leo for 2 days on Monday and Tuesday. It's Light Cast Day, Wednesday, Thursday, with the Moon and Sun in Virgo, and the week ends with emotions being very sensitive and tranquil in Libra. The moon signs most affected are Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces moons highly affected, and Libra, Aries moons also affected, particularly at the end of the week. Now, looking at orbits, man, our chakras most affected starts at the solar plexus with the moon in Cancer, but then there's a whole party going on in the heart chakra, the sun, the moon, and now Mars is in Leo, so we now have our root chakra energy mixing with our heart chakra energy. The first thing that means is bow chicka bow wow. A whole bunch of Geminis are now being conceived, I can guarantee you that. But it also means it's hard for us to separate some of our ego initiative from our heart initiative, and I'll give you some clues on that here looking at the planets. It comes from this soul pyramid in water, this grand trine. You see, Saturn has now moved to 7 degrees Scorpio, which says before you close the door on somebody or something forever, and that's how we're feeling. Even these world politics kind of reveals that. We're about to change international politics forever. You should check your guides, you should meditate, you should connect. So in each of your horoscopes up above, I'll be giving you some tips on that. Another interesting clue, though, of course, is this grand square or grand cross, which will be breaking apart this week. Thank goddess for that, due to Venus and its fast-moving path. Now, the Venus-Uranus opposition is the last little touch of the grand square, and so in essence, I think once it passes through, you kind of figure out what's fair to you, and this weekend when the moon crosses Venus, I think we're finally feeling kind of free from all that energy. But don't forget to meditate, because like I said, once again, we are mixing our root chakra, bow chicka bow, with our heart chakra, and it's hard for us to separate. All right, let's take a good bird's eye view of you by taking the ascension elevator up. And I got a little secret for you up there, so see you upstairs.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, inner child, and welcome now to 33,000 feet for a bird's eye view of you. And Cancers and Cancer risings are basically working on mind games this month, no matter what you think it's going down in. You look at the world politics with everyone in the world kind of at arms and considering war in Syria. Kind of interesting because the United States is a Cancer, so if you look at the predicament the United States is in, that's how Cancers are feeling on the inside. But it's really about the way you think, the way you process, the way you communicate. These are all what the United States, the country, is learning right now in this moment, and also what you are learning too. So as we start off in Chapter 1 of Sun in Virgo, or means Chapter 2 this week, we're moving into the comparison part of your thoughts, where you abandon overall prejudices or old mind games or old arguments or literally ending an old court case and moving into the comparison part where you can think freely and communicate honestly. The Sun will move from step 9 to step 15, which means you will take action on a new attitude or raise your hand in class or sign some sort of document, and by the end of the week you are now starting to stabilize communication, connection, connectivity, etc. So it's going to be a very dramatic week, I think. Now, Jupiter in Cancer is part of the issue. It is expanding you basically to your ego to expand, to grow. And at this point, with step 14, you are in uncharted territory. Your ego and emotion has never been here before, not quite certain how to do it. The good news is the old war is dead. So again, like the United States, it's like the United States has never been in this position, but in some ways, the United States is ending its karma it created with Iraq and all of our response to 9/11, which was the last time Jupiter was in Cancer. So kind of interesting there. How does your ego relate to that? Then lastly, Saturn in Scorpio is saying that when it comes to boundaries with your own inner child or boundaries around your heart or boundaries with children, ask your intuition, ask your guides, get into meditation. It's the intuitive side that's going to tell you where to stand. Mars is in Leo, so everyone's inner child is a little mixed with ego right now, and ego and love are combined. So last week, the real hard day was between Tuesday and Wednesday because we had our first breakdowns, and for Cancer and Cancer risings, it was a quantum breakdown, ego and mind at the same time. So your ego was set off and your mind was set off. So you might have been into some sort of an argument or some sort of a escalated situation. Through the week, you probably were wandering, not necessarily knowing where your mind would end up. But by Saturday, control and things kind of coming back to that sort of hazy spin. This week, it's about stepping out of whatever that warfare was, and stepping into the direction you believe is the right attitude. So Sunday, the moon is in your sign, and you are sunny and cool, very powerful, very productive, wanting to get out there and change things. So Sunday's a very strong day. Remember, ego is in uncharted territory. Monday and Tuesday, it's sunny and productive for the crabs. We'll be manifesting, and on Tuesday, even healing, maybe an argument or a court case or something like that, a formal, documented complaint, something like that, where it may come to a healing or a resolution. That's good. Wednesday is going to be probably the best day of the week. It's going to be very optimistic and very pensive and chatty. So the crabs are out gossiping and talking by the fence and that sort of thing. It also, you might find that your mind gets blown, where you are in uncharted new thinking, or you might find out some information you had no idea was possible. This is the countdown to Lightcast Day. The new moon will happen overnight if you live in the United States, or really early in the morning in Asia and Europe. This is where the new moon sets intentions for your next mindset or message or reality or the resolution of your court case. So you really want to go to bed very positive about what you expect to happen from the universe before you fall asleep. Thursday, Uranus rules the day. It's the second part of Lightcast Day, and that means there will be breakdowns. If we do go to some sort of war, we might do it between Wednesday and Thursday in the United States, just because that's kind of where I think things would happen. The moon in Virgo makes you very intellectually, emotions and intellect are ping-ponging off of each other, so be careful on Thursday, and by all means, watch your mouth. You're going to be speaking a lot of truth on that day. Friday, the light bulb goes off. You finally get it. You might get the information you need. And the moon shifts into Libra, which is going to make you want to nest and rest. So emotions shift to home and family for the weekend. No matter what you've been thinking about all week, it becomes home, family, foundation, and your own personal emotional nurturing as of this weekend. Now, Venus does rule the day on Saturn Day, so if you've been holding off in a particular argument or you've been wanting to make peace, I would say there is some sort of resolution of peace on Saturday. I would say for the United States, if they strike, they'll probably be all over by Saturday, or I'd be curious what that Venus energy does. So Saturday, things do come to a bit rest, but for you, it's probably in the home, nesting and resting wherever it happens. Now, I've got some good news for people who have watched me for a while. The Act 3 orbit reports will be available on Wednesday for immediate download. This is MP3, or it's also a video that you can play on your phone, your computer, or your Android device. This is where I will arc out 3 months in advance, and most of my viewers love this video because they kind of watch it a million times. Now, the hardest time looks like it's going to be around Halloween, it looks like, as I did the research. So Halloween is going to be funky. Now, Jumpstart the Heart, if you need a little help getting your manifestations going, if you want to get back into your heart, if you're healing from a relationship, this is a 90-minute seminar that you can sign up for at soulmart.me, where I'll help you step in your heart and recharge your batteries. All these are available at soulmart.me and keep me available and on the air for you. Well, the last thing I want to leave you with, crabs, is frankly, when it comes to mind games, when it comes to attitude, when it comes to communication, if you just step into what you love the most about yourself or you love the most about the situation, the words will all come out like butterflies and you'll be able to express your heart, I do believe. So sticking to the heart and trying to stand back from your ego, which is learning how to get stronger right now, is my final advice for the week. All right, crabs, that's all I have for this 7 days. Namaste and live, love, be.
Guys, someone left my freaking watch in here. It's behind the set under the O.